Hey guys, welcome back. We got some more parts for the Falcon build today. We got steering column, radiator. We had a big mishap at the shop this week. Huge rainstorm came out of nowhere. Water started pouring in under the bottom plates, so I'm gonna have to fix the grading and stuff in this place in the spring and everything, but we're all good. I was able to manage the water. Nothing got on the car or nothing, but I see all the people on April Fools posting all these their shop flooding jokes and stuff, and then here comes April 2nd, this rainstorm and water just pouring in. But anyways, we got this stuff in, shop's all cleaned up. Let's get to work. I went with this 3-row radiator from Alloy Works. I believe this thing was around $200, might be under $200. Comes with relay, fuses, some connectors, temp sensor. It says it's for a V8, can fit in a Mustang, Comet, Falcon. I wanted to go something that was more bolt in, like where I knew I had to modify it a little bit. I didn't want to do extensive modifications to the core. I did modify the core a little bit. I cut this and pulled it out a little bit, and then I cut these notches out because I'm gonna have the radiator bolt to the inside instead of bolting to the outside like it was from the factory. Now before we install this thing, I want to get this thing taped up so I don't scratch it all up. I'm just using a pizza box. Tape up the front of this. Pizza box actually fits pretty good. I'm just gonna tape around all the sides. I don't want to damage the radiator cap, so I took that off and put tape over the top of it because I don't want nothing dropping in there. I'll just put some on the sides right here because the core is actually gonna slide through here. All right, let's drop this thing in here. All right, the radiator's just sitting in here. It's not bolted in yet. If I move it all the way back to the core, you can see the clearance from the fan motor to the water pump. From my understanding, this is a short water pump. When I ordered it, I selected short. I'm gonna measure it to make sure. But let me know in the comments what you guys think. Would you run that? I might grind this nub down a little bit once I put the pulley on here. When the pulley's on here, the pulley's gonna go this way. So it's in a just the thickness of the pulley is gonna be on the front. So I'll grind this away and then I'll be able to stick my finger in there when that's ground down. But everything else, all the accessories are gonna be that way. I can't put the fan on the front. There's not enough room. If you see the hood latch bracket is in the way, I would actually have to bring the whole radiator out. If I did put a fan on the front and move the radiator that way, because I don't know, my hand does fit in here, but the camera makes it look like there's more room than there is. Another option, which I'm pretty sure I'm going to do with this, is I'm going to trim the core down here as well. Like I trimmed this up here for the radiator to slip in and out. I'm going to trim this bottom piece and cut these bolts down. These bolts hold the hood latch bracket in. And then that's going to give me some more room as well. So I think I'll be good. Not worried about it. But let me know in the comments, what do you guys think? Now let's mess with the steering. I just bought some cheap components off Amazon. I don't know if I'm going to use these at the end of the build, but this is just good for mock-up. Maybe I'll use them. I don't know for sure. I cut this down already to what I think it's going to need to be. I had this column in real quick. Just took some quick measurements and stuff and then cut this down just to save some time. This column is really nice. I went with the GM style. So this is GM, key, tilt, shift. It's got turn signals and stuff on it. It's got the plugs. I got the plug adapters for my painless wiring harness. I ordered that kit. I have this for the painless wiring harness, so it's just going to plug right into what I already have in the Falcon. So I know you guys will be mad, but I got some keys that say for GM. So this is going to be a GM Falcon. You can let me know how mad you are in the comments. It comes with 2 different plates for 2 different transmissions, or for whatever transmission you're going to put in here. I'm going to be putting a turbo 350 in it. Here's the shift lever. Got a little spring. This one is for the turn signal. This is for the tilt. I believe this is for hazards, and it's got a couple different options for your transmission linkage, which is really nice. I had to order the steering wheel adapter, which hopefully it comes today during this filming, so I can show you guys that. Here's the key. The Falcon's originally key in dash, but I want key on column. I'm changing stuff up. So that's that. Here's the bottom. This fits on there perfect. And that's gonna go to the power steering rack. But yeah, this is from Speedway Motors. I ordered this on Amazon. I believe it's $370 on Amazon. I think it's the same price on Speedway Motors. The only reason I ordered it from Amazon was because it had free shipping on Amazon. Speedway, I believe it was like $10 or $20, and maybe I didn't click stuff right. I don't know, but honestly, the estimated time of arrival on Speedway Motors was longer than the one for Amazon. And when I ordered on Amazon, I actually got it way sooner than what it even told me I was going to get it. I actually got it on Saturday of last week when I was filming this episode. Right when I was done filming and editing and uploading it for last Sunday, this showed up. So I've been excited about this. I've been messing with this week, and I'm excited to show you guys this thing. There's only one defect that I really found with this that it's not that big of a deal for me because I'm just going to fill it with some like fiber tech or something. But right in here, this is when you tilt it. This would be but this is the bottom of the column. So it's not that big of a deal. But I don't want to be like, oh yeah, this thing's awesome. And then someone get one and be like, what's that? You know, but for $370, if I got to fix some blemishes and stuff, this is the raw one. I believe you can get these in chrome and painted. And I don't know if they look better with that. I don't know. If I bought this painted and it was like that, I'd be a little upset. But I can fix this. It's in the raw stage, so whatever I need to do, it'd be fine. And like I said, I'm put some fiber tech or something. I guess if you look real close, like there's a couple little imperfections, but like I said, it's not a big deal to me. Like I'm gonna fix whatever, but some people it might be. All right, let's get this taped up real quick so we don't damage it. I'm gonna put some extra tape on the bottom because this is where it's gonna be resting on the sheet metal when it goes through the firewall, just for some extra protection. All right, that's good for now. Let's get this thing put in. I'm gonna use the bracket that was on the stock column. I just removed the rubber, I sandblasted it, and I ground this, there was like a nub on here to lock into the column. I shaved that off. I'm gonna put some rubber on here later, but right now I'm just mocking it up. And I got some 5/16 bolts. So it's gonna use the stock location, and it's gonna hold the column in place. But I'm gonna design an upper bracket that's gonna go around the contour of the top of this. The stock one for the Falcon will actually hit this, so it's not going to work. So I'm going to make something with a 3D printer. Here we go, we got the column in, just resting in here. I do like that I was able to use the factory bracket. And we do have some, like obviously there's some room because it's not fully clamped down, so that's where we need to get that upper one made. But I just drilled a hole up here. I patched the original hole where the steering column was and then re-drilled the hole. I still got to patch underneath, but I wanted to get the column in first before I continue doing that. I do need to figure out what I'm going to do for a bracket down here, but we'll deal with that later after I get the column exactly where I want it. It might have to get moved to the left, it might have to get moved to the right, but right now I feel like it's in a good spot. We'll know more as time comes once I get this linkage put on, and then we can turn the steering wheel and stuff and see what happens. All right, now let's mess with the steering linkage. I'm gonna pull this orange cap off the power steering rack. This one goes down to the power steering rack, and this one goes to the steering column. I tried setting the cameras up so we can see, but it's hard to work on something and do the camera at the same time. So hopefully, I'm just gonna tighten this down a little bit. Goes in between. All right, so it's in the spot I want it to be. Just hand tight. And now we're gonna get this on the actual steering column. Oh, there we go. All right, it's on. So there we go. It's clearing the headers and the frame rail. I don't know if that angle's too tight or not. I can mess with it. I can bring the column in or out. I bought a 32 inch, so I got some extra room. And then I can lengthen that if I need to get a longer rod or not. So, but guess what? Steering wheel adapter just showed up. Amazon coming in clutch again. So now we got the steering wheel adapter. We can actually get the steering wheel on that. We can turn it so we can make sure all that linkage works. We have the proper clearance and everything. We got this upper bracket. I needed to design and 3D print a new bracket so we can get that column pretty sturdy up there. So we're gonna do that stuff next week. Thank you guys for watching. Every Sunday 9 a.m. weekly episode. Check out my weekly update playlist and check out all my other videos. See you guys next time.